Out here on the range, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. On this episode, what we're going to do is pattern both these shotguns, the 1301 and the TS-12. We're going to cycle through a few of these loads here. We're going to start off with the higher feet per second and go down the line. First up is the tactical 2021, which hasn't expired yet. It's at a whopping 1350 feet per second, 9 pellet buckshot. Next off, we're going to go down here. We're going to sneak in a birdshot. So this is the Fiocchi high velocity. It's at 1330 feet per second, an ounce and a quarter, and it's a 7.5 shot. So we're going to sneak in there, see if it works. We're going to go down the line. We got some Wolf buckshot, double aught, 9 pellet. This, I believe, it was at 1325 feet per second. All right, going down, you got a little bit of lighter load here for a buckshot. It's the Fiocchi Defense buckshot. It's at 1250 feet per second. We'll see if that cycles through these. And then like a practice training round, which is I've had good luck with the Fiocchi 1250 feet per second. It's a 1 ounce load. So I've had good luck with this. But we'll try that and see if it cycles through these things during their break-in period. At 7 yards with the tactical 2021 buckshot. All right, so the 2021 buckshot. Now this is a cylinder bore barrel. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so that's at 7 yards. That opened up quite a bit for 7 yards. Go ahead and get a practice load in here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Now it either went over that way or it's somewhere up in this business right here, so I would imagine it's right here. So you had this flyer here. So all I did was basically put the 65 MOA circle right here and shoot. Oh, I think that's it right there. So this is favoring this side. If I was to use this exclusively, I would definitely push it in more. If the other loads pattern the same way, I'm definitely going to make a shift over. TAC 21 buckshot, cylinder choke. All right, so what we got here is a failure to extract. The claw slipped off of the brass. All right, cylinder choke, 7 yards. Let's see if we can make it through this. It doesn't seem to like this very well. All right, so it fed that time. So that is 15 yards. Alright, so I did it again. The extractor is slipping off that round, not getting it out. Alright, fish hook it in. Alright, so we're probably not over the break-in period, or I suspect that chamber needs polished. So this time we're going to do a little experiment. This is with birdshot at 30 feet per second. This is the Fiocchi high velocity birdshot. We're going to load it up. We're going to put it on the clock. This is most likely going to run it all. All right, that was 83 up, 48, 40, and 34, 205 total. All right, continuing on with the experiment with the birdshot with a 30 feet per second. This is still, I believe, in the break-in period, or I have something horrendously wrong and need to polish that chamber. I'm gonna try to beat the 1301's time, but I believe I will be practicing some malfunction clearing on the clock. We'll see. Hey, it worked. Oh man. Wow, it worked. In the back of my mind, I was waiting to go for that malfunction. It might have choked me up a little bit. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so a 217 overall. 82 up. 55. See, I was waiting. And then 46, 34. So yeah, so that in my mind I was hesitating, waiting for that thing, and then I was like, okay, let's just go with it. And then started doing my splits along the same lines as the 1301. Well, that's a good sign that it's shooting these. All right, let's keep going with it. That was a nice little pattern there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in there. So get away from me, wasp! $15 yards, wolf, and just a little bonus. You notice I'm loading every time in a manner which I would do so on the clock or in the field. So I'm taking that time to do those repetitions in there. It's a little tedious loading and unloading, but we're practicing our loads and we're also seeing if it runs the next one right after the other. Wolf buckshot. Everything seems to be staying pretty tight. Right after the slug session, it was as loose as Pelosi's teeth, but we got in there, Loctited it, bolted it down. Seems to be doing pretty good. Let's load her on up. All right, so Wolf doing it again. That's a decent 20-ish TS-12 with the Wolf buckshot, 7 yards. Did it cycle the Wolf buckshot? Yes, it did. So it must be right here. Here, boom. 15 yards with the Wolf. Wolf seems to be running okay in this. All right. Start living life. Okay, so we got something that looks like a liver here at 15. 20-ish with the Wolf buckshot. It's feeding pretty good now. I'm starting to worry a little less that I got a bunk gun. All right, 20 yards. Okay. All right, next are these pretty luxury low recoil buckshot at 1250, the Fiocchi defensive buckshot or whatever, when you just want to casually shoot some buckshot into something. So I'm gonna go ahead and aim at the head. So I should have aimed, so I aimed right here at the bottom of the reticle. Should have brought it down a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look how tight that is. Wow. At the 15, the Fiocchi pretty luxury blue cushy rounds. At the 15, it cycled, looks like it cycled just fine. I believe it'll keep cycling just fine, and it's very relaxing to shoot something like this. All right, so we're getting, this stuff is a luxury load right here out of this gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all right here. And that's at 15 yards. Wolf at 15. This. So this basically from the 15 yards is the same as the 7-yard tactical and Wolf out of this gun. Huh. And I really don't see a wicked flyer going around. So that's about, you know, that's a little bit smaller than a heart. Wow. Okay. Duly noted. All right, I'm gonna aim on this one. I'm gonna aim a little bit low until the belly, groin area, so we can get like a clean picture. And it keeps feeding them too. let's see what this looks like. I got pretty good intuition that this might have a good pattern here. Oh wow, look at that. So this particular gun shoots this particular load, and it actually says hit subscribe, hit the like, and a little heart. So that's pretty strange. Huh. So from 20, a little bit over 20 yards, this right here, whereas everything else, it's pretty much on par at that point. So ballistically, if it performed good in like gel or whatever that we can legally test our shotguns and ballistics, if that turned out to be a good, because I mean it's very cushy. It'd be very good for a beginner or somebody short statured that didn't want to be tossed all around. That's a very light load. It's very, very enjoyable to shoot that thing. So ballistically, if it works out, might be something to consider. We'll see if it runs in this. I know it's still in its break-in period, but you never know, something good might happen. So let's load this up and shoot the head at 7 yards. It worked. There it is. Look at this nice little pattern here. Woo! That's 7 yards. That right there, to me, is just perfect. Because you're causing all that carnage within that confined space. That's making hamburger. 15 yards with the luxury velvety blue Fiocchi 1250 defensive buckshot ammo. I'm going to aim a little bit low to get a better pattern away from all the other chaos that's going up there. So 15 yards, that is less than my hand right here. Out of the TS-12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so it's a 9 pellet, and it doesn't have that weird flyer everywhere. That's a pretty decent load right there. It did cycle again, which is awesome, especially for being like a lower powered buckshot. So hopefully the TS-12 is starting to break in, which is very happy. Makes me very happy here. Because otherwise, my other TS-12 that ran, really, really well, I would look like a total ass hat if I was like, oh man, these TS-12 are the cat's meow, and then while everybody's suffering with a shit shotgun. All right, so let's just do bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, look at that. I don't know if I'm just hungry. She got some crust. Let's make it some stuffed crust. All right, and then we got some nice pepperonis here that are bowling up. We got all that good grease in there, and they're crisp on the outside. Damn! We got an olive right there. Here we got a jalapeno pepper. Look at him. Happy jalapeno pepper. Look at that little pepperoni trying to get off the pizza. You ain't gonna let that happen. You gotta get that guy. Oh, right here. This right here is usually the optimal bite. It's the center of the pizza. And right there, you just get everything good right there. Look, you got a piece of pepperoni, got another piece of pepperoni, pepperoni there just dancing right on your tongue. That right there hits the tongue in that savory area. And oh, it's just so good. Well, you got a piece of pizza right here. Congratulations at 15 yards. Oh, there's a little thing here. Oh, wow. Not for long. And it fed again. Oh, we're on a roll. Look at that beauty. No, that is not another piece of pizza. If that is the pattern you're looking for at that sort of distance, then I aimed a little bit low for these two. So I aimed down right about here, the circle, and this is what I got. If you're looking for that type of pattern for whatever your purposes are, this is pretty tasty. For maybe home defense that's not sealed. If you're like swimming in the swamp or you had to run through the jungle, probably not the best because water moisture can get in through the top of the crimp. But home defense, you know, sitting, so far so good. So hopefully you enjoyed your time hanging out with us while we do this. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned in for some more 1301 versus TS-12 action. Love you.